Hi everyone. My name is Peter and today my friends and I will be discussing the idea of the whole in literature and how it pertains to Anthony Burgess's A Clockwork Orange. Before we get into the story, Alex will discuss the factors that are involved in this standard of literary evaluation.
Hey class, I'm sure all of you are familiar with the 5 themes of evaluation. Remember this? Yeah, I thought so, ha ha ha. I'll give you guys some time to quickly read over this. Okay, now that we're back, there were a couple things that we need to highlight and acknowledge from this text. Aiden, would you take it from here?
Of course, I'd be happy to continue. One specific line stuck out to me. Bear in mind that a great work may be imperfect, the flaws assume minor importance. I feel that this is especially prevalent in a novel like A Clockwork Orange, since the story involved many shocking acts of violence. However, these actions are necessary in Alex's characterization, as they provide a basis for him to grow upon.
Sorry to cut you off, but it's my turn, Aiden.
All good, dude.
Thanks, Aiden. Building upon what you said, the idea of the whole in literature encompasses the understanding that a work should be evaluated in its entirety rather than focusing solely on isolated elements. In the case of A Clockwork Orange, it's essential to consider the novel as a cohesive narrative and explore how its various components interact to convey meaning.
Absolutely, June. By examining the whole of the novel, we can gain a deeper appreciation for its complex themes and the author's artistic choices. Let's discuss some specific factors that contribute to understanding the whole of A Clockwork Orange.
One crucial factor is the narrative structure. The novel is divided into 3 parts, each presenting a distinct phase of Alex's journey. We should analyze how these parts connect and progress, examining the development of characters, plot, and themes throughout the entire narrative.
Additionally, we should pay attention to the language and writing style. Burgess's use of nadsat, a fictional teenage slang, adds a unique layer to the story. It's important to consider how this linguistic technique influences the reader's experience and contributes to the overall tone and atmosphere of the novel.
I agree, Aiden. Another factor to consider is the symbolism employed by Burgess. From the recurring motif of clocks and time to the juxtaposition of classical music and violence, symbolism plays a significant role in conveying deeper meanings and enhancing the thematic richness of A Clockwork Orange.
And let's not forget the social and philosophical commentary embedded in the novel. Burgess raises questions about free will, the ethics of behavioral conditioning, and the balance between personal freedom and societal control. Evaluating the whole of the novel allows us to delve into these thought-provoking ideas and appreciate the author's exploration of these themes.
Yeah, Peter. It's through the comprehensive analysis of all these factors, the narrative structure, language, symbolism, and social commentary, that we realize the depth and impact of A Clockwork Orange.
In conclusion, the whole, in literature, as applied to A Clockwork Orange, urges us to look beyond individual elements and consider the novel as a unified work. By doing so, we can fully appreciate the artistry, themes, and messages conveyed by the novel.
Well said, Aiden. A Clockwork Orange is a powerful and thought-provoking novel, and examining it as a whole allows us to engage with its complexities and understand its significance in the literary landscape.
Lastly, I saw that another important phase involved as you read. Although the violence in the book can make the story uncomfortable at times, it effectively intrigues the reader. As a spectator, we think, how could he do this? But in reality it gets us even more interested in how he moves past this phase of his life. I saw a couple pieces of criticism that shed light on this concept previously. What does A Clockwork Orange warn us? Social conditions over which we have no control? It is rather, I have argued the point elsewhere, an expression of disgust and revulsion about what has happened to society in our lifetimes. It does not warn us to be careful not to follow a certain political course, as do most of the other books in the convention. It is, to be sure, a subtle work, often pointing a finger at what Burgess considers to be the cause of our situation. The climate of violence, of which in terms of Burgess's cyclical system, Alex in his youth may be predestined to do evil. But with maturity comes freedom, when his determined phase is transformed into its polar opposite. The Ludovico treatment, invented by ethical neutrals, forces its victims to become neutral. It removes them from the cyclical process and prevents their transition into a mature phase. The neutralizing treatment turns Alex into a perpetual victim whose weakness provokes violence in those who encounter him. But when Alex's ability to choose is restored, he finally grows tired of violence and reforms. Not only do we relate to Alex's struggles, but we begin to cheer for him and hope he recovers as we follow him throughout the book. This is something that Shakespeare has done in his writing as well, which demonstrates how esteemed literature can draw the reader in, even past certain aspects that may make them uncomfortable.
Thank you, everyone. Remember, evaluating the whole in literature is an essential approach that enables a deeper understanding of the author's intentions and the overall impact of the work. We hope this discussion has helped you understand the significance of the whole in relation to A Clockwork Orange.